Hello, this is Peldi, Luis, and Marco. And we today, Luis is going to tell us about Bazaar, which we hear is sort of like a Git, but a little different. And we've been using Perforce and Subversion so far. And I'm ready to be enlightened about branches, and there's no more trunk. This all seems very scary to me, but Luis assures us that it's a better way to work. So we are going to look into Bazaar today, and we thought we'd record it so that maybe it could be useful for you too. Okay, so this is the Bazaar website, bazaar.canonical.com. And then what do we do? You want to look at the tour?
Well, let's see what I've never actually seen that, but I think that it would be good if we get the main concepts.
Okay.
Um,
So, where do we start? Blah, blah, blah.
so
Okay.
there's different elements.
That's
Let's
nice.
look at the key, our vision and the key features. I
Okay.
think that's probably the, let's say.
Okay. Desktop application providing easy to use interface.
So
Okay.
it's designed simple enough for casual users of version control,
Okay.
and it has some advanced features.
Oh, so this is the Explorer is their client side? Is their
Well, yes,
visual
this is
client?
relatively new. Well, Bazaar itself is at version 2.1 now.
Okay.
So it has, it's a fairly mature solution, but it was kind of a command line interface type of thing, and there were some projects that had added features to allow to have a GUI interface.
I see.
And Bazaar Explorer is kind of something that unifies, I would say, the access for every platform.
Now, what big projects is Bazaar used for?
Well, Bazaar is used for a lot of projects, but I think a lot of them are smaller projects, and there are some main big ones. I think GNOME itself, the user interface, one of the main user interfaces for Linux is using it. There's also Ubuntu itself, which is using it, and that's a huge
Wow.
use case. I'll tell you more about that later, why it's important to Bazaar. And there's also MySQL, which uses Bazaar as its
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
source code, and also Launchpad.
All right. Sorry, this is our cash register going in the background.
Well, let's see.
Oops.
It's not too visual, huh? Maybe you should just download
Okay.
and maybe I'll show you some
Let's
stuff.
go for it.
Yeah.
Do I need to download the server as well, or just the client? We already have a server running somewhere, or no?
There is no notion of a server.
There's no server. What do you mean there's no server?
There actually is a server, but we'll get into that later.
Okay.
But
Okay.
just you don't need a server to use it.
I'm on
So
a
we're
Mac,
looking
so the source, I guess.
I think there's a Macintosh DMG right now.
Mac OS, no.
Yeah, let's go back to that preceding page because I think we need to get to the main Bazaar page.
Let's go back here. Whoops, too bad, too much.
This one, yes.
Okay, downloads, get Bazaar.
Get Bazaar.
There we go.
Now, here, what do they have here? There
OS
we go.
10, there we go. Yeah.
Snow Leopard
Stable.
2.1, okay.
All right. It's a nice
And I think this
DMG.
will contain everything, and if it doesn't, we'll include Bazaar Explorer and QBazaar. So what's interesting is that you'll have the same UI as I and maybe somebody who's on a PC.
Oh, that's nice.
So we don't have to fool around when, we're,
We like cross-platform desktop applications.
now I didn't use the UI for a long time. I use just the command line. Okay. Now there's something that could be interesting if we go into while it's downloading, if we go into the documentation. They're talking about screencasts and stuff, but
Oh, that's good. Now, can you tell me a bit about the philosophy? I mean, what do you mean there's no server, there's no trunk? How does it work?
The idea is that every time you have what is called a branch is just a version, one path in your source control tree. You have the whole history along with your working tree, what they call the working tree. The working tree is the files, and so that means that you're basically autonomous with respect to version control. If you wanted to use it just on your laptop without sharing your code with anybody, you could do that, and you would have your version control.
So you have the whole history yourself.
Exactly. You have the whole history of your project. And so that means that with respect to something like Subversion, you have a lot of different use cases that you don't have when you have the complete history. So that's actually what I want to find here on the website. There's a document that's called workflows or something like that, but I think we have to go to the documentation. This one is good here.
The big
HTML.
picture?
Well, we could see. Yeah. That's not what I'm looking for.
Decentralized, socialized, no?
I'm looking for, let's go to the documentation, the online HTML documentation here.
Where's that?
Not download, online.
Stable
yeah.
online, okay.
And then there's something that's called, let's see, the user guide. Let's go through that. And
Core concepts?
Yeah, see what you're talking about. See, they talk about personal version control because this is actually possible since you need to have a server. But I was looking for the workflows. This is it. Yeah. I think this is the most graphic way of looking at it. So see, for instance, this is the solo model.
Right, when you're just by yourself.
You're by yourself. Before, well, you could do that with CVS.
Right.
For instance, but with Subversion, well, you can also. You can install your own server, but you don't need to. Now it starts to get interesting. Let's say there's a small team working on a project. Well, you could kind of conserve the solo model, except you exchange information. And the way you do that, the vocabulary is to pull changes from the other person and to push them changes. So let's say that they fixed the bug and you're interested in that bug. Well, you could pull that fix from and put it on your branch and merge it actually. And actually that's the way that Git is used today for the Linux kernel. There's no central repository really. I mean, and I remember Linus saying in the video that where he talked about Git on Google Video, he said that he doesn't have any backups anymore of his repository because everybody has almost the complete repository, and if he needs, if really something bad happened to his computer system, he would just get the latest one from somebody else, from one of his tenants. Now this is the centralized.
Yes, this is what I know.
This is where you see now.
Yeah.
And the difference is that on the server we have Subversion, and the only person using Bazaar as a client is me.
Right.
But you could have the same system with Bazaar being the repository on the server. Yeah.
So is the build machine gonna have its own thing where it checks out everything or
when it
pulls everything? How does it?
Well, actually, on the
what
build
is
machine,
the official branch? There's no.
It's a convention.
Okay, we just decide the user. There's a user that automatically pulls everything. How does it work?
Yeah. For instance, on the build machine right now, the convention is Subversion is the trunk is the main branch. So it goes and gets it. But for instance, for the Grails WordPress plugin, the Spreedly plugin, you'll see if you look on Hudson. If you want, you can go ahead and go on Hudson, and I'll show you how that is set up. Because that actually is a Bazaar branch on Launchpad. It's not even in our Subversion.
Okay.
It's on Launchpad. And so what happens is whenever I push, it pulls that branch and it grabs it.
Oh, so the build server Hudson is told get whatever is in that.
We consider this is our main line or trunk of development.
And we decided that one was going to be on Launchpad for that particular thing, but we could have that be on the build machine
on
itself.
The build machine
if we
itself,
wanted to.
or anywhere, yeah.
Now, and so we push, whenever we're ready with a feature, we push it to that branch. And that's basically the same as checking it in with the main.
We have to push to trunk, yeah. Well, for instance, this is if this centralized model actually is one that we definitely need to use so that the build server has a reference because it's not going to build everybody's branches.
Right.
Now, one of the advantages of Bazaar is since you have the whole history on your laptop, let's say you're taking the train or the plane, you can commit locally.
Right. That's nice. That's nice. So you don't
remember when I went to the U.S. last summer?
Right.
Well, when I got Wi-Fi access again, I pushed all the commits at once to the server.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That is nice.
So that's really interesting.
So decentralized with the shared mainline. I guess this is what we want.
This is what we want. Yeah. So we want to have a main branch that we consider to be the official trunk, and then when we're ready, we push.
Why does it say Subversion and CVS do not support this model? Because
Well, let me see. Well, because here people are doing local commits,
okay,
so they have a branch on their laptop, which is not necessarily on the server.
right. That's
Let's say I want to do a bug fix. I don't want to,
Yeah.
bother with
right.
pushing
Got
it.
it. Got it.
But for instance, let's say Spritly integration, we would have it on there because maybe we want to do some tests, automated tests on the Spritly or
Right.
something.
Right.
And we would set up a separate project for that in Hudson.
This is same, but with a guy, with somebody like the lieutenant.
That somebody would be the lieutenant, and then they can, decide whether this is more like in an open source project, and
Right.
they want.
To accept or reject, or if you're locked down in lockdown mode, you want to review everything before it gets.
Right, or
to
you have
the
a
main
large
branch.
team, and you don't.
What's
You
the
have less trust.
automatic gatekeeper?
This is used, for instance, in Ubuntu. They have something that's called, I don't remember the name of the program. This is it here, Patch Queue Manager.
Mhm.
And what that does is you send, it's going to be polling basically the branch, not to build, but to merge.
Mm.
And so let's say that you
Oh, I
publish
see.
a branch.
It does
of
a
the
merge,
project.
compile, and runs the test suite.
Yeah. And it automates most everything.
So this means that you could have a set of unit tests here that are more extensive than what each committer has, maybe.
Oh, they have to be.
For instance,
yeah.
right? Okay.
So those
All
are the
right.
different workflows.
This
It's
looks
a very
interesting.
rich. I've never used anything beyond I would say decentralized with the
Okay.
main line. Well, except maybe participation in some. Yeah,
So-
I have when fixing some little things on Launchpad, but that's about it.
So it's set to do BZR Explorer
That's how you launch it. Yeah,
to launch it. I guess we'll build a little
you can have a little.
local script to do this, so we can have it on the dock.
and
all right.
I've never seen it on Mac. Well, it looks pretty much the same. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we looking at here?
Let's look at there it is here. Yeah. Well, now let's see what plugins are installed. Maybe in system info.
Oh, it's done in Python. That's interesting.
It's a Python app, yeah. But Bazaar is a Python
Oh, okay.
piece of software.
So this is system info. Doesn't say anything.
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Let's welcome here. Hello. All.
All is a way to access any command. Yeah. Let's see. What
Oh.
could we use?
Set up a personalized skill project. Which one do we want to do?
Well, something that we could do is get. Well, let's just try and get the source.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, that means we know we don't have Bazaar.
But right now, the
SVN.
source is on Subversion.
It's on
But we
Subversion,
can
yeah.
still pull it.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, if we have the SVN plugin installed. So let's see. What I wanted to do was to get the information.
Bazaar. Let's see. Plugins. Here we go.
Ah, good. Yeah, that's what I need.
But doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh,
Oh, there they are.
it just opens all the windows
Oh,
behind. That
behind.
makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Look at all these beautiful windows behind.
So we couldn't see.
Can
that.
somebody fix this, please? Thank you. Come on, people.
So do we have SVN? We have SVN.
We have a, yes,
Okay,
all
so
right.
we should be good. Now let's get the URL. So this is the URL for instance, for the web app.
Okay.
Yeah, because the way I work with the different components is I have really a Bazaar branch per component. I don't
Okay.
grab everything at once.
So what do I do?
So well, you can either go there or you can do this.
Open
Open a URL.
Hey, look, I put it in front. That's nice.
You fix something automatic.
SVN SSH,
mockupshq.com
which is our build machine.
/ my Balsamiq / trunk / web app. Unable to open.
Do I have to set this up somewhere?
Well, maybe on Mac you have to do something. I don't know.
Oh, I know exactly. It's called my SSH here.
My SSH.
Yeah, I just put it in my tunnel there.
Oh, I hope that works with Bazaar because it needs to recognize the URLs. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Yeah. It doesn't understand my.
All right, all right. I'll, no, where am I? So we just need to do this. Oh, come on. Like that?
I have no idea.
Oh. Let's try. Let's try.
My Balsamiq / trunk / No, no.
It doesn't like me.
I think there must be some step.
Okay, well let's do a hello world or something.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Does it make sense to do that?
Sure.
Is it too involved?
Okay.
Initialize action.
So go ahead and start a new project, yeah, and see. Well, there it's already maybe.
Now, if I want to use, let's see, I might have I have this little app, for instance. So I want to check in this source. So this is the only part that I want to check in.
Okay.
Do I just choose that, or go up one? How does it work?
Well, I think that it's gonna. What you want to do there. I'm not sure I can do it with that interface. Here, let me check what the options are behind there. Well, first of all, you would have to do a plain branch. Location.
See the tooltip.
Yeah.
So what are these? What's the difference here?
Okay, well, co-located branches is a new feature that makes it work kind of like Git, because in Bazaar, the traditional model is to have a directory for each branch. You keep them apart, which is okay, but for instance, in tools, sometimes it's not easy.
Wait, a directory for each branch. So if you're working on 2 features and you want to do 2 branches, then
you just use directories as a place to keep your
and
source
that
code.
means that in the IDE you have to create a different project.
Then you have to
Yeah.
either import the project and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And so co-located branches allow you to have the Git model where you just have one directory and then you switch branches inside of that
That's nice.
directory. But I've never really used it.
Okay.
That's a new feature. Let's see, feature branches. What that does is that you have one directory where you have a repository, what they call a shared repository,
Okay.
and underneath you have the branches. And what that does is that allows you to, gain in performance, because you don't create a new repository each time. Because if you don't do that, you don't have a shared repository.
They're all siblings.
Every time you get a new branch, you get a new version of the repository.
Okay.
You get the whole complete history. So
Right.
that's not interesting. That's what plain branch will do. You'll be just it's just a branch with all of its history
Okay.
inside of it. And let's see, shared repository. We'll create a shared repository. You won't even create a branch. You're just going to start a new repository.
And should we do this since it's the
well,
first time?
I'm not sure. On the command line, it would be very easy to solve this problem, but I'm not quite sure what those things do.
Okay. Well, let's start with the plane.
We can try
Right
and create a plain branch and see
Yeah.
what that does. But I think that
This I don't know. Do we do U2O?
oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay. So location here. If I want to check in this existing code for the first time, do I just? Can I choose this?
You can try. Let's see what that does. Okay, it created
Okay.
a branch. Apparently, okay.
Okay. Whoa. Hello.
Okay, so now what it did was it opened the branch,
Okay.
and what you see is that, well, all of the files in that directory are not under version control, under Bazaar version control. So if you want to add src as a directory, just click on the plus there, and it's going to bring up an interface. Now you got to be careful because it's going to try to put everything.
Yeah, I don't want
So you
anything.
just deselect all, or like that. Yeah.
I don't want that.
You can also ignore certain files. If you know that everything's a .ds store, you don't need,
Right.
then you can just ignore it.
Okay, so for now I want these files here, these 3 files.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so it's done.
Now,
So now you added the files, but for the moment you're on revision 0. You don't really have anything in the version control system. So
okay.
when you're ready, let's say that this is the initial version, you just run commit.
Whoa, hello.
Oh, you might want to change your email and stuff to be your real email. But
Oh, how do I do that?
you can do it there, but there's a who am I command that you can use to set your email. Yeah.
So that's it. I don't care about that. Diff, there's no diff yet, I would assume. Okay. Now, I committed, but I mean, it didn't leave the network. It didn't leave my computer.
No, this is because you
So
locally you
now.
have a local repository, etc. So let's say that you want to share that with me. Well, either I can SSH into your machine, or else we have to have a server where you push the branch and I pull the branch.
I see.
See?
Okay, that makes sense.
So if you have an SSH account on the build machine, then we can share that code.
Well, but it didn't work right now. I don't know why. But
we have to look
now
at
on the build machine, do we need to? I just need an SSH account. I mean, where does it go? Where do the files end up? Because the build machine is not running Bazaar or anything.
Well, there's already Bazaar on the build machine.
Oh, because you installed it.
Yes, because I've been using it for instance for keeping the files under /etc.
Right. So if I push to the build machine, I'd have to push to a particular branch there, but it doesn't exist yet. There's nothing there.
Well, you can push any place that you have access under SSH. So that could be in your home, for instance.
But okay, and then you would have to pull from my home.
From your home, it would have to be a readable directory for others, for instance. So that's one way. This is the distributed model that we saw earlier.
Right.
It's the very first one.
Well, it would be this one.
Well, there's not even an line.
Yeah.
It's like
it would be
this one. This one, yeah. Except that instead of using SSH to each machine, you're having a central place for sharing the branches.
So it's more like this.
It's more like that, yeah.
Okay.
Not really, because centralized, they have a special command here. See, Bazaar update and Bazaar checkout. This means that every time you commit on your computer, it's going to push the changes to the server, which is not necessarily the case. And so that means that you have to do updates. Somebody else updated the files, then you have to do an update first to get the changes, and then do your commit.
Okay.
So that's much like SVN. That's exactly like SVN. Yeah.
Now, let's see.
So
So
now you can make a little change.
Yeah, I'll make a change and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what the diff looks like.
Yeah. So, for instance, I know I never want these. How do I make this? Add this to ignore list.
Well, right now you have to use the all commands, as far as I know, anyway.
Here?
Hold it where it says add, ignore, or delete unversion. Maybe you can ignore from there. I've never done it from there. I always go through the command line interface, but let's see. Maybe there's a right click that you can use and stuff like that.
I can just say I want to.
No, this is the add. Be careful. This is the add.
Oh.
Dialogue. So I really don't know how you can ignore files from there. Here, let me
show ignored files, but there is no ignored file.
For instance, let's say I wanted to ignore a file. There might be a right click to do that. Let's see, rename.
No, this just opens it.
No, the way I do it, because there's actually a syntax. Let's say that you always have these DS store files. Oh wow, maybe there. No, that's just a filter. I don't think you can do anything.
That's just to see it. Yeah. What are all these?
That's a way you can, see what files are actually in the tree. Yeah, if you wanted to ignore, you would have to do that. And so it's just the command is ignore. You can.
So I just type it. Ignore?
Yeah, you can type it or look for it there. And now the syntax is
I could do that.
okay. You can do that.
So I can do that and this.
But I don't think it's seeing.
Oh, I
It's
want
not
the
seeing
whole
your
folder.
dot files, you know.
I want the whole folder. Oh,
Or then
okay, it's a
directory.
directory.
Yeah,
Can I do another one?
I think you can. Yeah.
But not help. Ignore is what I want.
I don't know why you changed it. That's weird.
And then
And okay. Should not be an absolute path.
yeah, but I don't. I didn't say.
Yeah.
I didn't select the absolute path.
Yeah, you don't have a way to do.
So I guess just libs and bin debug.
Yeah, take the slash out.
How does it know it's a
Actually, the synth. Well, okay. Let's see.
syn-
Did it do it or not? I can't.
Can't tell.
I think it's okay
No.
now.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. You click on refresh to see. Yeah, they're gone from the end version. So it added a new file called
Okay,
Bazaar ignore.
which I need to check in if I want everybody.
If you want to commit that change, yeah.
Okay.
And for the DS store files, I mean, some of those files, it's a lot better just to do them manually. Yeah, you could do it like that too.
Come on. Is it? That's how I do it? Maybe.
Like that, yeah. If you do that, all of them are going to be ignored, yeah.
No, the command is import.
Work into. Oh,
Oh, import, yeah.
I typed
Why does
ignore
it change? It's weird.
because it's not very good. Okay,
Okay.
it seemed to work. Refresh. All right. Okay, we're getting there. And so in here, there's probably gonna have. Yeah, there we go.
It's a text file. I mean, you can change
Okay.
it manually, and
That's good.
it doesn't do anything.
Project.
Yeah, that'll be
settings,
easier.
Flex properties.
Right.
Action script.
And actually, there's a little difference between just putting libs, because let's say that you have libs in a subdirectory, it's going to ignore it too. Okay, so if you really just want that
Oh.
particular directory,
Yeah.
you have to do ./libs.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want. And this one.
And the same for that guy, yeah.
All right. So now I'm gonna check this
So
in.
now it looks pretty clean there.
How do I check this in? Add.
Commit.
Oh, because I already added it.
It added it
Makes sense.
automatically. Yeah.
Commit. Add. Oh, come on. Adding. Ignore list. Fix bugs means what? I don't know.
Well, because you can reference bugs that bug numbers in a bug tracker, and it knows about some bug trackers, but
Oh, I see.
it doesn't know about
Changes
Pivotal.
as
So
changes. Okay.
yeah, we better do your who am I so that you can.
Where is that?
Well, there
No,
may be an
sorry.
interface for that here. Let me see. Settings, configuration, user configuration.
Preferences? No, this is Python
no,
preferences.
it's in settings. You have a settings, menu,
Settings.
configuration, user configuration. Yeah.
Here we go.
So you can set your email there.
Okay. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Blah blah blah.
No, that's enough.
So I am all
So now-
set up.
We can look at something in the project, for instance.
I'm gonna edit it manually, just since I don't have it here. Code, snapshot or source. We'll put something in here.
Okay.
Trace. Hi there. Okay, now, does it know?
You can do a diff.
Aha, very nice.
Okay.
Now what do I do?
Well, you can click on that. It's going to show you the difference.
Oh, ready to diff? No, it just opens the file.
Let's see what it does.
Just
No, not on the link. There's a little
Oh, in
icon.
here?
Yeah, try that.
Behind,
behind.
very nice. And here's the diff.
Yep.
Can I edit here if I want to change something?
Yeah, you can.
How?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's in the merge tool. You can't edit there.
That's sad. But I could say, I'm sure I could say configuration Can I set up another tool to this?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, let's go text wrangler.
You have to put the command that you want to use.
How? What format?
Well, click on the command part. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to launch text
What's
wrangler.
the?
from here.
It's probably just text wrangler. No. Oh,
Yeah, but
So-
how to
call it. Well, the same way. Yeah. If that works, then it'll be fine.
Mm.
open, open, text
Open.
browser. But then some permit.
No, that doesn't work. But I have to do application text.
Text wrangler.app.
Where is
Like
it?
OS.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is not very user friendly, I gotta say. But we will live. We are programmers. Let's try.
Okay, try your diff again.
Didn't work.
It didn't work. Did you select it?
I thought
Supposed to
so.
be User configuration.
Diff.
Oh
text-
yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Why didn't it use it?
I don't know.
Well, maybe it's not implemented.
Sad. Okay, well at least I can see stuff
Or do you have
here.
to do a refresh? Maybe if you do a refresh, I don't know.
Oh,
No, it's always calling this in.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then I can check in, etc. Can't really see a merge, which
There's
is
something
one
weird.
person.
I don't know why you don't have the same menu as I do. Look.
What's,
Commit.
what do you have?
Well, you have these
You have to
collaborate,
pull-
explore, work things that I don't have.
Maybe because this has never been pushed to anywhere. Oh yeah, what is this?
And you have start.
Oh, here we go. Merge changes, pull new revisions,
Oh, maybe.
push new revisions, send new revisions. What's the difference between push and send?
Send. You're gonna send it by email.
What is it? It's just a zip?
It's gonna be a diff, a tar file, I think.
Wow. That's interesting.
So that's useful when you have one of these what was that called?
So you don't have a server
The
when you,
patch queue manager. You send the patch and then
Oh, I
it,
see.
it merges automatically and stuff.
what is tag?
Tag is if you want to tag, let's say it's release,
Oh, it's like a label.
Valentine's Day release or something.
It's like a label in Perform. Got it.
It's like a label, yeah.
Okay. Now this, I'm not gonna have any changes.
Well, something that we could do, is let's make a branch of this branch.
I can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do? So this, how do I revert this change, for instance?
Okay, then you have to go in the work menu, and you have revert working tree. Don't be
How
scared.
do I revert only this file?
You'll see.
Oh, there it
So
is.
then you can choose, and you can make a backup. If you don't want the backup, you have to click there. Yeah.
And what's this? What is
I
that?
don't know what that little thing is. It looks like something's missing. Diff.
Diff gives me what I changed? No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
look.
Yeah, but it didn't
What is that?
use it right. I guess we need to change the
Parameters.
parameter
have to
to
add
the
some
open.
parameters.
Okay.
So it's trying to launch your tool. Yeah.
Using, yeah, I guess so. Okay, but so I revert, and now we're back. Now if I open it again, it's gone. Perfect.
It's already gone. Okay.
Okay, now I am all set. Now to create a new branch, is this?
Yep. So let's say you want to fix a bug.
Wow,
Now that's kind of small.
this app needs a little loving. Cancel.
So you have to
Oh,
choose
from
another
to,
location,
okay, so I'll put it on my desktop, new folder,
For instance, yeah.
branch,
Just to check the tabs.
fake branch.
Now, what's going to happen here? Well, we don't have an enormous history, but it's going to copy everything, the whole history and stuff. So
What's
when you
this
have a
mean?
project with a lot of history, it can take a long time.
What does this mean, bind new branch to parent?
That means that if you commit to the new branch, if it's bound, it's going to update the parent branch at the same time.
When would we do this? I mean, why are you branching if you're checking in both places anyways?
Well, no, I don't have a specific. Well, it's an option. I don't.
Let's not do that.
It has some use. For instance, let's say your branch is on a server, and you want to make sure that there's always a branch that's up to date, even if there's trash in there, or to run tests or something. Well, you know,
Okay. So the tests run only on the server while you just
for
you
instance.
continue. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, it's the SVN model. It's really having a shared
So
branch. So.
workspace
Oh,
model
it's-
share repository. Yes, that's the only option.
Oh, what, is it asking you for this?
No, it's
When
the-
did that happen?
when I said okay,
Okay.
it said create new
Okay.
branch.
Create parent directories of location required.
Branch will default to not having a working directory. I don't understand.
Let's just go okay. I don't think there's a problem. It tries to optimize things, but okay. So
Okay, so
we're
now-
ready.
Well,
So cancel now, I suppose. Oh, there.
we go.
It's because
Close.
I wanted it to ask about that. Okay.
So now in that folder I just created.
There you go. So let me explain what it did there. I never used all of these mechanisms, but what
Okay.
it did is in that repository. I don't know if you can show hidden files. You know, files that start with dot.
No, I don't know how to do that, but I'll go.
Yeah. So see, the dot bazaar file is the repository.
Okay.
So you have.
Oh, so I really made a whole copy of everything.
Oh yeah. You have
Okay.
the whole history there. I mean, when you do log, I mean, you could delete the other branch and you would be fine.
And so these are my branches that I have.
Now, if next time you launch the tool, if you want to find those again,
Yeah.
you have to bookmark them. Let's say, well, for instance, here you have.
Why is it changing by itself?
I don't know.
So
Yeah,
bookmark
bookmarks,
this
yeah.
location and bookmark this location as
Yeah.
well, and then they are here.
Right.
Got it.
If you
So
wanna go
now
back.
I'm gonna go and make a change in the main. This is my first branch. I can keep saying main even though it doesn't mean there is no main under code. Hello. Okay. And then if I go and open the other one, and this is my other branch,
Okay.
and this is a conflict. Haha.
And then you're gonna have a conflict. Okay.
This is
This is a really high branch.
all right. This is saved. So now I don't notice anything. Refresh.
No, they're working on auto refresh, but it's not there yet.
So interesting. The diff doesn't work here, but
That's too bad. Yeah. It works on the other one.
okay. So here we go. So now I'm working here, and I wanna pull this guy.
Well, you can
Right?
try, but well, go ahead and try. We'll see what it says.
Wait a minute. It's not gonna work.
Oh, sure.
It should merge, right? It should tell me I need to merge. Let's leave that alone. So here I do collaborate, pull.
Right. But
Yeah,
you
got
have to
it.
understand what pull means. Pull
Tell me.
means I want the same thing that is on the other branch.
Okay, that's not what I
Doesn't
want.
matter.
I want to merge. I want
And
to.
merges, I want to get changes. But there's one thing that's going to happen. It's going. Well, go ahead and do it. You'll see.
Oh.
Merge or pull, whatever. You know.
I will get. I did merge, and I'm gonna get it from the desktop.
From trunk. No, from trunk. Trunk is the branch.
Choose. Revision. I don't know. Is there even a number?
You don't have to put anything, but if you want a specific one, you can put a number. Yeah, revisions are numbered 1, 2, 3, etc.
Okay, that's true. I haven't committed that one.
So you have.
So,
Well, you saw there was an option. You can
Yeah.
merge anyway.
No, but I do want to commit because that way we can see it. Oh, come on. Really?
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to try again to merge. And it didn't remember because I didn't tell it to remember. And everything's committed there. That's not true. Oh, wait, I'm doing the wrong thing. Duh.
No, you're
Sorry.
doing the right thing.
No,
It's
'cause
just-
that
it's
was
just
already-
your branch has uncommitted changes. So if you really want to merge, you have to force it.
Wait, no, I was getting it from the wrong place. I was getting it from myself.
Oh, you were getting it from yourself.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
wow.
wrong.
Oh.
But this is good, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Snapshotter. Yeah, so
That's good.
that's not called trunk, it's called that, but that's what I want.
Yep.
Merge, even if the working tree is uncommitted
Yeah,
changes.
working tree is where
That's me.
your changes. Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
And
There's
then
a
you-
conflict.
Then you have
Great.
a conflict. Yeah.
So now what do I do to
Go
resolve
ahead
it?
and refresh. You'll see.
Ooh,
So how does that work? Well, you can click on this tool here to resolve
Here?
the conflict. No, that's well, yeah. That's what's going to happen in the files. You'll see
right,
that
that
type of
shows me
stuff,
that stuff.
and then you
Okay.
choose. You choose what.
Do
you
I have
want.
to do it this way? There's no visual merge?
There is.
Okay.
There is.
So I'm quitting this.
I hope. I mean, I hope there is because I told you I have my tool on Ubuntu, but
Okay.
I don't know what it's going to launch there. So let's see. Click on on this resolve conflicts thing. Let's see what that says. Does that click?
No, that's just, it tells me what to do.
Okay. Well, then in that case, you have to go to work, resolve conflicts. Oh, that's why we don't see anything. Are you sure there's something behind there or something?
Very nice. Look, there's a million
The 50.
things. All right, there's a million of them. Let's try again. So click,
It's behind. I'm sure.
move.
There we are.
Wonderful. I think I understand why Git is more popular.
Git doesn't have anything like this.
It doesn't even have
No,
that?
no, no.
Oh well.
It's much worse.
I'm sticking with Subversion. Look, just for comparison, look how beautiful this is. Look how pretty the gradient is.
Versions, yeah, I don't have a tool like that.
And you can commit and it gives you a timeline. Come on, peeps. You can do it. All right, so meld. That's good, yeah?
Well,
Refresh,
if you
close,
don't-
what
I
do I
don't
do?
know, if you don't have meld, it's probably not good.
So what
It's
do I
gonna
launch?
work. You can try, yeah.
I don't have meld. Can I download meld?
Do you have? Well, we can try. Search for meld macOS or something. Oh, it looks like you can. Interesting.
Maybe. Looks like somebody's trying. Darwin ports. This doesn't look very fun. Oh my gosh.
I think it will be a nightmare.
I mean, we could try.
Oh, do you have another tool? I don't know.
I mean, we could do text wrangler, but will it find it?
Oh, probably not if you put it like that. No, you have to put the complete path. Maybe you can set it up in the settings. Or yeah, let's just try that.
Yeah, but it doesn't open it
This is
the
not
way
going
I
the right
want
way.
it to open. Ugh.
Mm.
Okay, well, let's, we'll come back to that part. So if I say I want theirs completely, I just do other. Is this the one? Yeah, this is what came.
Now, the explanation for that, the base is the common ancestor.
Okay,
Okay, so this is what there was there before.
right, This is
other,
mine.
This is well,
right.
and other is the one that's coming in. So if you want to get that, well, you would.
So I can just do this too. I can edit here directly. I'll say
Exactly.
I'll take
That's the
both of
easiest way.
these, and that's it. So then
Or
save.
then you got both changes.
Yeah, let's say that's what I want.
Now you still have to resolve the conflict. You have to tell Bazaar that you did something
Where's that?
to resolve it.
Here?
Yep.
Again?
Remember, it's behind. It's behind there. And then what you do is you click on that.
Auto resolve?
No.
Refresh.
No, not refresh. You do a right click, and you say mark as resolved.
Got it.
That's it.
Now if I diff, it's basically my stuff that I hadn't checked in yet, plus that, and it's fine. Okay, so sounds pretty much, I have to say I'm not enlightened yet. Would have to use it for real. I like the local commit concept. I don't like this Bazaar Explorer so much.
You don't have to use it.
Well, but I mean the alternative is command line, which I saw some of that, and I don't know. I think I'd rather use a GUI tool if I can. But I mean, it will improve, I'm sure. I like that everybody has their copy, so we're backing each other up. It seems more flexible, more powerful because you can have all these different workflows, these different configurations. Yeah, if somebody built a good GUI, a native GUI for Mac,
maybe there is.
I'd buy
I don't
it.
even know actually. There might be, but
Bazaar client OS 10 native.
no. Bazaar X.
Bazaar
People
Mac.
are
What is
asking
this?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, the Mac is so good with the user interface that it's hard to
Yeah.
make tools that are compatible with
Yeah, it's possible.
expectations.
Okay, so what
I
should we
wanted
do?
to show you history, but we don't have SSH. That's going to be important.
Oh yeah, how do I tell the changes for a file? The history of a
Well,
specific
you have
file.
Explore and the log. Yeah,
Aha,
there it is.
there it is.
Mhm.
So
the-
this is what all the check-ins. But how do I know for a specific file?
Well, you can see the files that have been changed there.
Right, but what if I want to start from the file?
Then you have to
Can
browse.
I go here?
Um,
Is there show history
no,
here?
No, you have something here that's called browse. I think it's this one.
This guy?
Let's see. I don't see the tooltip. Oh, there it is. No, this is something else.
No, that is.
Maybe it's this one
Sure.
here. Or what is this one? Try that. Yeah.
Browse, yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a picture of the repository. Actually, it's not really the working tree. And if you want to see what's been changed there, well, you can right-click and you have different options. You can say show log.
There we go. So this is just for this file, and if I diff, it's gonna do it wrong. I'm gonna change. Oh, cancel.
Now,
let
something
me
that's
change
interesting
the-
here is annotate.
Hold on.
If you right-click annotate. No, not on that window. On the preceding one.
Here.
No, you have to close that one. Close
sorry.
It. Yeah, let's say that file you do annotate. Yeah, I really like that one because you can see, who did what in the file
Oh, that's good.
and when did that happen.
Oh, so this is a better history than the log
Mm-mm.
and the other one. It's a little better. Why is it annotated? It doesn't really. Okay.
And well, you can't see very much here. Maybe I can just show you the history here on.
Okay. Well, let's
On
close
our
this screencast because it's been pretty long. Thanks everybody. Hope it was useful. We're gonna do another one after we try it for real, and I'm still not 100% convinced, but I'm still hopeful. All right, talk to you soon.